What's going on, everybody? King Friday here again, and today I'm going to be starting completely from zero on how to install CatDV Express. I'm here with Brian Scheffler from Quantum. How you doing again?
Doing great.
Awesome. This has been fun so far, and I am going to start with pretty much no experience in this, so I guess we're just going to jump right into it.
Let's do it.
Perfect. So I see that you've already got the installer set up here, so I guess I'm assuming just hit yes for that.
Yeah, you got it.
All right, I'm assuming
Yeah,
install.
we just go through the install process.
And you would be doing this on a server that is, or a computer that is dedicated to
Yep.
this. You wouldn't
Yep.
be doing this on your main computer.
Exactly, yeah, we definitely prefer a dedicated computer that's focused just on doing this kind of processing for CatDV.
Okay.
And now
Is that
you're ready, Well, now we're ready to
Wow,
launch
I was like, wow, we didn't need a video for this. Good grief.
Yeah, now we're ready to go through the installation process. There'll
Okay.
be some settings and all that kind of
Gotcha.
normal stuff that we do.
Okay, perfect. And this is not the demo or the trial. We're
No,
assuming
this-
that this is the
this-
full version.
Yeah, this
Okay,
is the
got it.
full version, and even the trial is full feature, 90 day, nothing turned off.
Okay.
Full feature.
Perfect.
Yeah, so now we're ready to go through our wizard.
Okay,
to
wow,
start that process.
that's where they get you. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, got it. All right, so I guess we're starting.
And go ahead and start the Express setup. And of course, now we have the end user license agreement that we have. We don't make you scroll all the way to the bottom though.
Thank you.
Click it off.
A lot of games I play do that. for some reason.
Exactly. Yeah, so now we're on the page here where you can register, and you can see we have an option down there to generate a trial license. But in this case, I do have a license we can use.
Okay. So now all I need to do is just post the path?
Yeah, and you know what works great is just copy and paste it in, really.
Okay, awesome. I can do that.
Excellent. And then the volume name is what it's going to call that kind of project, that folder structure within CatDV.
Okay.
So I'd probably just call it B Marketing. I think would make sense. And then you can add other volumes later on, and they could each have their own name to help keep your files organized.
Okay. Next. Then choose the password for the CatDV administrator user.
Yep. So the default user will be admin, and then you can choose what your password is. It just needs to be 7 characters.
Okay.
And of course, you want to remember it.
Well, that makes perfect sense.
And then once we get in there, we can make additional users, but we'll start out with the admin user.
Okay.
So here we have a couple options. So Express can use its own built-in database, which is a
Okay.
great option, certainly for the free trial, but it even can be used for a number of assets.
A few thousand? Oh my gosh, wow.
Yeah, well, up to 10,000 really you
Good
can
grief.
use in that
Okay.
version. But certainly MySQL is a great option to do instead. So you can use MySQL as long as you have it installed when you start this process and you check use MySQL, then you can use that. In this case, we'll just use the built-in database.
Okay, perfect.
And then now it's going to download the different software tools and install them, and then this is where you can take your break.
Okay, awesome. Really simple installation process so far. It's really just
it's
a couple
it's a
little
great
pieces of
installation
information.
process.
Yeah.
And where you can see the next step number 7 is getting started.
Oh, awesome. We're on the home stretch.
We are.
While we're sitting here, can you just explain what CatDV Worker is
Yeah.
versus server?
The CatDV server, that's managing all your user settings. That's
Mm-hmm.
where you set what kind of metadata you want to track, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
CatDV Worker is our workflow automation engine. That's doing the heavy lifting of going out to look for new media files as you add them, to make those transcodes. And then if you have full CatDV, if you're moving files or
Mm-hmm.
doing deliverables or tying into other services, Worker's doing all of that.
Okay, I see. That makes sense. So now we can hit
Get
this
started.
big blue button. Awesome, perfect. All right, and requires access to the media files in order to index them. Makes sense.
And if you click on that link, that gives you more information. We don't need to do that in this case, but that'll take you to our doc site and give you some information about what you might need to do to give permissions to the appropriate folders.
Okay, perfect.
But in our case, we can just open CatDV.
Nice. So it pulls it in as a web UI.
Yep. So CatDV Express, to keep it simple, so there's nothing to install on each computer, we use the web UI. So now you can enter that password that you saved earlier.
It's great for domain joined computers that will not be able to install anything necessarily. That's really
exactly.
cool.
Yeah, we want to just keep it really lightweight and simple. And so now we're in CatDV. This is the regular user experience here. So we come over to catalogs. Nothing's happening yet because it's got to process all those files. But if we go to the admin area, we can see what's going on. So this is our admin area. It kind of starts out in monitoring, and we want to go over to worker tasks down here. And then this is where we can see kind of the magic happening. So you can see it's already happening right now. We have these tasks that are queued up. We have some that are running, some that are already completed.
Okay.
And the kind of jobs that CatDV is doing, we can see them over here. It's scanning media, so it's going out to look for new files in that storage pool that we define, ingesting them, bringing them into CatDV, extracting the metadata, things like that, making those proxy files, and then we do go back every once in a while and re-extract any new metadata, and we can take a look at that later. It's a really powerful feature for tagging media, and then it's doing those backups, so you can just see it kind of burning through those processes there.
Nice. So now all we have to do is just wait for it to do these preliminary processes on the media, and then we'll actually be able to start working with the media itself.
Exactly. If we come back here, we can see we already have our production group, which we created, and we renamed that, if you remember. And then we have a CatDV catalog structure that matches what we have on storage. So if I were to make a new, this is kind of an imaginary coffee company. It's called Brewed Right, doing an ad campaign for them.
Nice.
This is the project code. If I created another project code, then that would show on my storage.
And then something you created, right?
Bam. Yeah, I created that on storage, so I just made a folder. So now I come back from a shoot, and now I'm working on project 385633. I make a folder for that, put my media in, and it will come into CatDV.
That's awesome.
So you can see I have a couple subfolders here with different, what you might have for a project, some action shots, B-roll, some narration. And it looks like some of these have already processed. We have those scrubbable thumbnails.
Nice.
And then we come in, we don't have the proxy yet. It's making that proxy in the background.
And just for anybody that might not understand the terminology here, proxy specifically meaning a lower quality resolution that allows you to be able to view it quickly instead of having to pull the entire full ProRes thing every single time.
Exactly. You know, you have whatever kind of pro format you're using that you're shooting in, and then we make this lightweight web proxy that you can play back.
That's excellent.
And under technical, we have all that technical metadata, aspect ratio, frame rates, and things, some information like that.
I actually like that too, that it allows you to be able to pull to make proxy on the quote unquote ingest phase of it, because that's usually something that is either going to have to happen via your nonlinear editor or an additional program or something like that, to be able to say that it's also that would be processed by the server that has CatDV on it,
exactly.
Right?
And that's one of the reasons why we said we kind of want dedicated hardware, because we're making those proxies using the installation here of CatDV. But you know, the point you made about Premiere or other editing tools making proxies, the great thing about these proxies is they can be used in Premiere.
Yeah,
if you're using our Premiere panel, you can use Premiere's native proxy original workflow right with these files that have been created in CatDV, instead of having to waste time when you're ready to start doing your edit.
And can you change where those proxies are saved?
The great thing is we automatically save these proxies in a hidden folder right alongside your original media.
Okay,
just to keep everything organized.
Nice.
Now you can see here we get status updates too, telling us what the progress is for that file.
Nice.
But yeah, and now back in this file we looked at earlier, and now we have our proxy.
And it looks really good too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
This is incredible. Yeah. And like I said, I love the fact that there was nothing to download. It's really simple to be able to to view media and stuff. And like I said, especially for organizations where they have sort of lockdown computers.
Yeah.
You don't have to install additional. I mean, even for viewing, some of the files that we have here. It requires you to be able to download another codec, some other thing,
customized player. For
exactly.
Stuff.
Exactly. I cannot hand that off to just somebody generally in HR or something like that to be able to do. I love the fact that this gives you complete control to be able to say, "Yep, go through and look at all of our high quality production assets." Right in your web browser. Yeah. That is really cool.
That's what it's all about, making everything available to everyone that you want to make it available to.
That's excellent. So just in a couple of minutes, we were able to get, from, like I said before, from zero, we were able to get it fully installed, pointed at our media, and now it's building proxies, and, in just, not that long, it's going to pull all the rest of the proxies in and be able to allow us to actually start working with our media. It really did not take a lot of work. It really didn't take a lot of expertise to be able to set up. I feel like anybody could set this up.
Exactly. You already have your media arranged. You know where your media is, so you're just installing the software, which you saw really quick, saying, "Here's my media," and then now we're still chugging away. bringing in files, making proxies, and then we'll keep watching. So like I said, you come back from a shoot, put in some new media, and it will automatically get added.
Brian, thank you so much for sharing this. This is great. I can't wait to actually start having you show us exactly, okay, now that everything's in here, let me show you what CatDV Express can really do.
Exactly.
So, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Awesome.